Okay.
Are we live?
Yes, ma'am.
We are live.
So,
Is it when he pops in?
We're notifying viewers that you're live.
Nice. I'll make my own music in the meantime.
Okay, let's go here. Where does this tell me that you're live? Oh, that's right. I use this for something different. It's on here.
Yeah. What is that? Eh?
Some volcano or something in the
Oh.
ocean. Chris is here. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Hi.
We're just getting all our technical things situated.
We are. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Yeah, welcome.
And Leah, thanks for joining us here. Welcome to Lavish Goods.
Welcome.
I'm Kayla in the background here talking, and that's Nikki C. And we're here to talk about all of our crystals and gemstones. Oh my gosh, we've got the blues there. And we're celebrating a pumpkin fall festival. Look at all our pumpkins.
We love
And with
fall.
our beautiful crystals.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a lot to talk about today. A lot of crystals and gemstones.
So much to talk about.
So Nikki, how's your week going?
Gosh, what day is it? It's Thursday. Is that an indication of how my week's going when I don't know what day it is?
Yes, that is a good indicator.
No, my day or my week, it's been a good week. Do you like the high-pitched voice? It's been
all right.
No, it's been a good week. It's been, let's say this, it's been a very productive week for sure, which usually for me, productive equals busy, which is not a bad thing. Busy, I mean, to me, busy, there's different kinds of busy, right? But it's been a good busy week. It's been very productive.
Is it productive because we're working on new bracelets?
Yes, it is. I don't know if you can hear her. She said, is it productive because we're working on new bracelets? It is. We have been, oh my gosh, it's just been a very inspirational week, I guess I would say. And I don't know if everyone goes through this. I know I do, and I think Kayla probably does too, although I'm speaking for her. You know, that creative sort of energy, those creative juices, they ebb and flow, right? It's not like it's a constant. And this week was just a week where it was just on, and we were on fire, and we just it was just coming to us, and it was one of those, it's almost like you couldn't turn it off. And which is really exciting. We love when that happens. It's like we'll sit and it's just like, oh my gosh, look at everything we've done today. Like in like a relatively short period of time, it's like we've just created a whole bunch of new stuff. And our things really are intuitively designed. Like we really are listening to the guidance that we get as far as what we're putting together. And of course there's that aesthetic as well, but you know, there's just a lot of like a knowing, for lack of a better way to put it. And so it has been a very productive week in that regard, for sure.
What is that on your arm, Nikki?
What is this? Well, this is one of the new creations that we came up with this week. I believe it has a name, but I wasn't sure if you were ready.
You can announce it.
So this is one of our new bracelets. It's not even on our website yet. It's called Executive Decisions. Woo! And you can tell I am feeling the blue today, and I was just like, this is what I'm wearing. We just got some new bracelets in that have these super adorable tassels. Like, I just love the tassels.
And bring it closer if you can. Because look at what is, the tassel, right?
Yeah.
We're going to introduce some tassels now. But these beads we're in love with on the tassels. Explain what they did with that, the titanium.
Yeah, so both of these, they're not the same, but they're similar. So they're quartz crystal or quartz beads. So they're from quartz crystals, and they actually have, like, you can see, I'm not sure how well you'll see it here, but there's like, you've got some druzy. So there's sort of like little crevices that have druzy inside them. And then they plate or coat these with titanium. And it just gives it, I don't know how well it shows up, but it gives it this almost iridescent sparkle, both of these strands. And it's not like an in-your-face sparkle. It's not like someone put glitter all over it, but it's like just enough that it catches the eye. Like oh my gosh, it's so pretty in there.
It is. I'm in love with what they did there. This whole stack, it looks like blueberries to me. I want to I feel like the antioxidants are working through me.
Yes, exactly. And then this is like a fire agate in here that I just love this. Fire! And I am on fire! And what's really cool with this, as with a lot of gemstones and crystals, like it depends on the lighting that you're in, but sometimes, like it's a little more muted right now, but sometimes it looks a little bit more red, and it's just, I love it. Yeah,
I know, I love the pattern in that too, just the way it does. Yeah. This is a beautiful stack. So we named it Executive Decisions because a lot of these stones are really going to help someone go to that next level. You want to be a VP, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be, president of something, whatever it is, even if it's just a local thing that you belong to in your community, but you really want to take things to the next level. You want to be really clear mentally. These stones are going to do that. They're going to help you make super high level executive decisions. Yeah. And really powerful. And so we're working on a lot of journeys like that. Welcome everybody coming in.
Welcome.
And thank you all for the likes and the taps.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
Screen for sure.
And all the things. And we're here talking about Journey Bracelets. This is Nikki here you see in the background. And I'm the voice. The voice behind
the camera.
I'm your conscience speaking today. Your conscience says, crystals and gemstones are good for you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, totally random. Sorry, popped into my head because that's who I am. Real Genius. I don't know if you ever saw that movie or if anyone's ever seen that, but there was a part where there was this one guy who was just a total pain, and they implanted something in his mouth, like he thought he was having a dental procedure, and then these people were talking into a microphone, and so he heard it in his head, and they were like, "This is God," and they were telling him what to do. It was a comedy. It was Val Kilmer.
I love that.
I loved it.
Yeah, so that's it today. So we are inviting you that are here with us to take a journey. And the journey is Nikki and I got together. She's a geologist, has worked as a geologist, has also been a science teacher, has a master's in geology, has loved rocks since she was a wee baby, and just had a passion for it, as well as loving metaphysical things, and everything that goes with that, and always been a real crystal and gemstone lover. And I'm a psychic who sees auras. I've grown up my whole life doing that too. I started at a very young age reading tarot cards and doing astrology charts and all the things. And so we've been friends for over 20 something years, which makes us friends at birth is what we're going to say.
Soul sisters.
And we got together to answer some questions like, what do crystals and gemstones really do? Is this legit? Does it really work? And through our research, we found there are certain combinations when you put certain gemstones together that they work harder. They get along. They become friends. They're like, yeah, you're my partner. And together we're even stronger. And so we've been creating these formulas. And with these formulas, when you wear this stack of bracelets, they are going to take you on a journey, and they're going to empower you, and they're even in a certain order. And the order that we put is where you're going to work. You're going to start with look on Nikki's arm there. You're going to start with the first one. And we describe the qualities of that stone, what it is and the meaning of it. And then you're going to work as you touch the stone, work through it. And over time, as you're on this journey, you're going to work through each of the stones. And we describe what happens at each part of the journey. And then at the end, when you get to the end of the journey, and what is the goal? What is the destination? What is the achievement you'll have? So this is what we've done, and this is what we've created. And we've got quite a few journeys here. You can find them on our website, lavishgoods.com. And you can read all about them there, all the different meanings. But if you stay with us here for this live today, we're going to be on till 3 o'clock. And we're going to go through a lot of these stacks here and explain to you the journeys, explain what's happening here. So any questions you have, feel free. Wow, so many people coming in. Welcome to all of you.
Hey, welcome.
Any questions you have, thoughts, type below. Any bracelet you're looking at while I'm moving these around. and you're like, oh, I want to see the pink one or the purple, let us know. We'll tell you all about it. We'll pull it off and show you.
And we love to see what people are drawn to because, part of what Kayla and I wanted to create here was, the idea of the Journey Bracelet. We're working with specific crystals in a specific order to help you through a journey. And we want you to look good while you're doing that, right? There's nothing that says, we're doing our shadow work or we're working on inner child work or we're trying to manifest abundance, whatever it is. We can do those things and we can look good while we're doing it, right? And so it's interesting to see what different people are drawn to because there is that aesthetic part where it's like, ooh, I really love pink and I'm really drawn to the pink, or ooh, I'm really digging those earthy tones right now, or whatever it is. But what we have found, or maybe I shouldn't say but, and what we have found is that oftentimes what we are drawn to, what we often think is that aesthetic that's drawing us in, there's that energetic pull as well, that you're something inside you is pulling you to that particular journey for whatever reason. Like, it's a knowing.
Absolutely. Chris, thank you for the comment on the set. Did you like the set?
Oh, yeah.
I am an interior decorator as well, so I enjoy set design, getting things ready for her. She likes our pumpkins today, the leather pumpkins.
This is one of my favorites, the sparkles. I mean, can you have too many pumpkins or too many sequins? I think not. And when you put them together, this is just fabulous.
Yep, I had fun with this, doing the leather. So the back one there is a leather, and then next to it is a suede, and then we've got, kind of the gold sequin. A real different look for fall. And if you look, we've got some of our beautiful crystals back here too.
Yeah, some beautiful stuff.
Yep, there's
this fire quartz. I love this. We've got a strawberry quartz over here.
Yeah, we're all about the fire and fall and the colors. So with that, I think we should talk about some of our fall bracelets first, Nick,
Absolutely.
if you're good with that.
Do it, sure. So we've got two different journeys here that we wanted something that had sort of that fall look and feel to it, just from that aesthetic point of view. So over here we've got what's called Fall in Love. This is this one. And then this one is called Divine Guidance. So I think I'm going to start with Fall in Love.
Okay.
Because I really am loving how this looks. And this, obviously it has that fall sort of look with the oranges and sort of the earthy tones. What we've got here is we start with a carnelian, and then we've got a jasper, and then we go into this really lovely lemon jade, and I just love lemon jade. It just sounds lovely.
Right.
And then we go to another carnelian, and then another carnelian, and Kayla can actually talk to you about, and it's not, oftentimes we don't have, well, it really just depends. I was going to say, oftentimes we don't have that many of the same in a stack, but sometimes we do, because it just depends on the journey. And as Kayla mentioned, it's not just the stones that we pick. Absolutely, that's some of it, and probably a lot of you, if you're here, you might have some familiarity with the properties of different stones, so that for sure plays a role here. And what we're doing is we're sort of enhancing those properties of the different crystals by putting them next to and with other stones, so that we can sort of enhance their abilities, their energies.
Absolutely. So this one is all about the season of fall, and when nature lets everything go, and even the leaves drop down from the trees, and it's a season to surrender. It's a sign that it's time to let go and release and renew. And so that's what this fall bracelet is about. It's time to practice self-care and to fully love ourselves in every stage of life. And this bracelet reminds us that life is full of changes, and we're supposed to change every day as well. And so that may include how we look, how we grow, how we feel, and how we evolve. And so this bracelet's really full of that wisdom and showing us how to connect with our deeper selves and fall in love with ourselves all over again.
I love that.
And so it's a bracelet to reconnect in every aspect of life. Mm-hmm. And you're right, we added so much carnelian in here. We started with a big chunk because the size does affect, the bigger the size, the more, as I call it, the juju, the energy you're going to get out of that stone. You may have seen some of those bracelets that have those little teeny tiny stones, and visually, you may find that look appealing, but there's not a lot of mojo energy in there to really do anything to make a change energetically in your aura, to to do that. And with that, I'll say that I know what I'm talking about. My book, The Awakened Aura, has won multiple awards. It's been endorsed by doctors and researchers and all kinds of people. I teach a lot about the aura. And so I'm telling you, like that energy, you've got to have a good sized stone to really, if you want to make some energy happen with that.
For sure.
So we need this bigger carnelian. It breaks up and releases negative thoughts and sadness and clears the way. And then the smaller is like, when you're doing a big clean and you got the big stuff and you clean and then you go through and you do a second round and you're like, okay, let me catch anything else I might have missed. Let me go through. And then we add that lemon jade, which the lemon jade is joy. There's no other word for it.
It's just so happy.
Yeah, it's warmth, it's understanding, it's comfortable, and it helps, promote your dreams and goals. It boosts self-esteem. Oh, thank you for the gifts.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hi, Mandy.
Thank you.
Thank you for the roses. That's so sweet.
Sweet.
And the lemon jade is going to help your dreams and your goals and boost your self-esteem and give you more confidence. It's a super lucky, positive, affirming bracelet to do. And then we go into Jasper, which Jasper's known as the supreme nurturer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annette, too. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Annette, for all of the gifts.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm looking at so many things. Sometimes I'm missing seeing it here. But wow, that's amazing. Thank you both so much.
So generous.
And so Jasper is the supreme nurturer, and it's gonna help balance the divine masculine and feminine energy within you. So you're on this journey, right? And this is what's happening. And you are changing and evolving, but you need that balance, that grounding as you open up to both sides of masculine and feminine energy. Wow, thank you for the roses. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Y'all are so generous.
Y'all are making us like blush over here.
I know,
We're like, what?
oh.
We're just happy to be here talking. We're like, oh my gosh,
We're like,
gifts.
just tap, give us some likes. But hey, awesome. Thank you.
And please, if you haven't already, please follow us so you'll get notices. We are trying to do TikTok lives once or twice a week, and we're gonna be doing a whole new collection coming out here soon.
Yeah, we might preview a few of those today.
Oh my gosh! Wow, thank you so much.
Awesome.
So yeah, please follow us. And so we finished with a different carnelian, and that's because carnelian is also a transformation, and we move in cyclical time, just like the seasons, and that's how we. Oh my gosh, Annette, thank you for the heart me.
Aww.
Thank you so much, and Mandy. Oh my gosh, you two are wonderful. And so this bracelet is to help continue the journey and understand the cycle. So it's going to work for you over and over each year to wear in the fall. It's kind of like a refresh and a regroup. If you have this bracelet, every fall you pull it out again to wear because it's got those colors. Mm-hmm. And you're like, okay, where am I now in my cycle of life? What do I want to refresh and do? Yep. And so it's going to serve you that way. And that's the thing about all these journey bracelets. They have different reasons and purposes. And so you might be drawn to different ones for different points in your life.
For sure. And one other thing I'll mention too is if you do, like whenever you buy one of these bracelets, Kayla is a certified Reiki master. I have studied Reiki as well. And so when you do purchase a bracelet, we sort of bless them with Reiki energy, and we also we charge them and sort of clear them and charge them on a big old chunk of selenite overnight to kind of clear that energy out. And when you actually get a bracelet, you get a little selenite tower that you can use from time to time whenever you want to clear out and recharge your stack as well. And this isn't just for our bracelets, you can use these for any of your crystals or gemstones. Selenite is a fantastic stone for that, for sort of clearing and recharging. So you get one of these free whenever you buy a bracelet.
Absolutely, and it comes in our beautiful Lavish Goods jewelry bag here, protected there that you see. It'll come wrapped in that. It's like a gift, all good to go. And if you're thinking about holiday shopping, which crazy enough is around the corner, it's a great thing to just right there, boom, go. And Chris just brought up something Nikki and I were literally just talking about today. She wants to know how the bracelets work under the moon, and we were just talking about the full moon. So, Nikki, you and I do a lot of work with the moon phases, and we do, think about that with the bracelets as well. Which phase, they work the best under. What do you think, Nikki, with the full moon coming?
Well, so and for me, like the way that I practice with the moon is the idea that a full moon is that's when things sort of come to fruition, right? It's you've been working on something since the new moon, right? In fact, maybe I should start the other way. New moons are for new beginnings. So when you're starting something new, some new endeavor, just anything that's new, it's a new moon. And then as that cycle is going on, the moon is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So you're working on whatever that is, kind of bringing it to fruition. So the full moon is sort of like completing something. And that full moon, there's so much energy when you've got that full moon. It's a fantastic time to work with any crystals, to work with your bracelets. Depending a little bit on the moon, it can be a great time. Like I love to charge crystals under the full moon. I don't put it under every full moon because some full moons have an energy that maybe I don't necessarily want to imbibe into my particular stones. But some of that is just personal preference too, right? It might depend on your rising sign. It might depend on what you're working on in your life, things like that. But full moons are a really powerful time to work with crystals and with the journeys.
I would say the new moon too, right?
Yeah,
new
for
energy.
Sure. Yep.
So, we could go deep into moon cycles if anybody wants to talk about that. But we do charge, and we charge up the selenite towers. Mm-hmm. We've got the big tower, if you can see back here. This is what we put the bracelets on to charge them. And, with that energy and with the work we do is we're making, everything, and before it ships out to you. Yeah. The moon cycles do affect a lot.
For sure.
I want to talk about some of these. All these colors are calling to me, all the cool.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's see. I mean, I don't know if you have one that you want to talk about. I love all of these.
I want to talk about Radiant Heart because we were just talking about her today.
We were talking about her. I love that we call that her. Yeah, so Radiant Heart is up here. And this is, I love all the colors in this. So we have, it's a lot of the like pinks and purples, a lot of purple up here. So we actually start with the first stone on here that would be closest to your hand is unicorn. And after unicorn, we have this really beautiful purple stone that looks a lot like amethyst, but it's not. It's called charoite. And it's a really beautiful, powerful stone. And then we finish off with another unicorn, which Kayla and I this is a relatively new stone for the two of us that I'm sure Kayla will talk about that we just really love. So this is the unicorn right here, and then the charoite, and then we've got our pink druzy cuff, it's a geode, and then we've got amethyst, another unicorn, and another amethyst.
Yes, and so with this journey, and Mandy, thank you so much. She said they're absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So the story, the journey with this bracelet, is that really this stack is made with a lot of stones that are about transformation. And so this stack was born to be both worn by day and by night. By night, it's under a full moon and starry nights. It's romantic. It opens up all the six senses, makes you more intuitive. It says, I'm ready for love. I want stolen kisses in the garden. Take me out on date night. But by day, it changes. It awakens the higher self. It promotes unconditional love and healing. And, it's a radiant heart journey in both ways. So whichever way, you want to wear it, you're going to have a different experience, whether it's by day or night. The unicorn, we love this stone. We use it a lot. It's made from pink tourmaline, lepidolite, and clear and smoky quartz. So it really is a soothing and supportive stone. Breaks up any emotional, imbalances you have in the aura. It really balances you mind, body, spirit, and generates high-level communication. And this is a stone that was newly discovered in the 21st century in Madagascar. And I think it's only been recently discovered because it's only now that mankind can really handle the energy of the stone and work with it. Yeah. So we're really excited to work with it. Number 2, which I can never say.
Chariot.
Yeah, you can tell.
Chariot.
Okay. This stone is so transformative, right? Thank you. Oh my gosh, Brittany, thank you for the heartbeat.
Oh, thank you.
So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you everyone for the gifts.
Yeah, keep tapping too. If y'all like, just keep tapping the like. The more taps that you do, it lets people know that
helps us get shown up on the FYP
page. So people see our live.
And so thank you all so much for that, for the tapping. And so the charoite is so transformative. It clears the aura. And so that gives you a clean slate to build on the energy bodies, right? Because you've removed all the negative energy and you're like, I'm open for what's ready to come. Here's the cool thing about this stone. It's found in Russia by the Chera River. And Chera, translated from their language, means magic charm.
Hello.
Right? Okay, so you've got magic charm in this bracelet.
Right.
It's a bold stone. It's a high vibrational energy stone. It energizes the higher chakras and brings healing to the aura. And these stones were worn by healers and psychics and those who wish to bring light and unconditional love into the world. This bracelet is just...
I don't want to take it off.
Right? And then it's a bold bracelet.
Yeah,
that's a pink agate that you're like, it's bold. It's a bright pink agate, right? And pink is so old, the way pink agate was used. Its history goes back to Babylon. That they used that in Babylon for rituals and for decor. The ancient Egyptians used it. Chinese, it's a divine feminine stone, and it attracts love and friendship and conversation. If you're wearing this bracelet, people are going to be like, what's going on there?
Absolutely.
And then, we've got the beautiful amethyst. Most everybody knows what amethyst does. We repeat with the unicorn and another amethyst to soothe all of that, because you've created all this energy and you've got to have that grounding of the amethyst to keep you in your intuitive side, right? And being able to do that, and then back into the unicorn, connecting you mind, body, spirit. Mm-hmm. And that's a radiant heart. It's like we said, what if your heart chakra merged with your crown chakra? And you came from a higher vibrational place? This is, if you could see what it looks like in the aura, this is what it looks like. That rich pink of the heart chakra pulsating, and these beautiful purples and lavenders. This is what your aura would look like to a person. And so wearing these with these gemstones, you're going to replicate that energy throughout your aura.
I love that. Beautiful.
And that's a radiant heart.
Yeah. And so, and the way Kayla explained that, I love. You'd think she's an award-winning author, right? But in all seriousness, that's just one example of how powerful these journey bracelets really are, because like all of the things that she just described with these stones, again, it's not just the amethyst, it's not just the unicorn, it's not just the agate, it's all of them together in this order. And not only is it like this amazing energetic field that you're creating, but it looks beautiful too. Like it's just, you go out, like we hear from our customers all the time, like, I wore this out and, the person at this store was like, oh my gosh, I love that. And, people are literally stopping them and telling them, like, that's stunning. Where did you get that? Mm-hmm. And that really was important to us, that it wasn't just about the energy. I mean, obviously I would say that's probably the most important part for us. And we wanted it to look beautiful. We want you to look beautiful while you're wearing it. When you feel good, it just all of that has an impact on your journey, right? We want to feel good. We want to look good.
Absolutely. Yeah. For any of these bracelets that you want to see more about, read the journeys, or to purchase one, it's all on our website, lavishgoods.com. We have a free newsletter on there too if you want to sign up. That'll let you know about new collections when they come out, or special sales that we do for people that are on our newsletter. And it helps us stay in touch with you with anything as well. So lavishgoods.com is the website. Okay, Nick, that was my pick. What's your pick?
Let's see. What do I want to do here? I'm definitely kind of feeling the blues today. Although, you know where I'm going? I'm going down. What's that?
I was going to say green, but it's over there.
Well, the green. If I'm stuck with, I don't mean stuck. If I have to pick from over here, I'm actually going to pick Astral Traveler.
Okay.
So I love this stack. This is Astral Traveler right here. I love the colors on this, like just from the aesthetic. I love the colors. I love this particular stone right here. This is our chrysocolla, and it's just, oh my gosh. And I love, look, it just looks like little chiclets to me. But I just love that. So let me pull this out, and Kayla's gonna talk to you a little bit about this. I love the colors on here. This energy is really, this is like, I would call this like a deep stack. You know, it's called Astral Traveler for a reason. You're doing some serious work with this baby.
Yes, and I should mention, you know, we've been saying we make these combinations and formulas, and as we look to find stones, you know, and find the best stones we can find, sometimes we find them, and sometimes, you know, they're not of the quality that we want. Mm-hmm. So our bracelets are very bespoke. They're very unique. They're very custom. And we do custom designs as well. If you go on the website, you can have one where you have a 30-minute session with me. I read your aura, read you psychically, and help you create a custom design bracelet of your own. Mm-hmm. But even with this one, we sold out of Astral Traveler, and we waited a while. It's been sold out on the website until we could find just the right stones again to make a second one, because that's what this is meant to do, help you astral travel. That's no joke. So
that is no joke.
No, whatever little beads are going to do it.
Right.
And so this is for people that want to know more about their past lives. Maybe you connect to a part of the world that you've never lived or visited before, but you always just feel like, oh, if I could ever go to Ireland, I just feel like that's my place. This helps you understand that and connect with that, like why you feel that way about certain places. And if you feel a calling to take this journey, this stack was to help you explore your Akashic records and your past lives that may have been spent in Egypt or Greece. I mean, look at the colors. Mm-hmm. Even the colors make you think of those places, sure. Right? Or all the past lives you have. It's, you know, this is a stone of travel, astral travel. So again, we've got that unicorn. You heard us talk about that. This is how versatile that unicorn is. It balances the mind, body, spirit, puts you in the higher level consciousness, wakes all that up. It's protective, and it's a 21st century stone. And then we go into the amethyst here, and the amethyst is going to be serene and calm and pave the way for the work ahead. It puts you in a relaxed, open, meditative, receptive state, so you're ready to receive the information from the other side. And now we've got this beautiful, beautiful chrysocolla. Mm-hmm. And this is a stone we fell in love with. We were at a shop. We were like, what is this? And we just had to get the strands of it. Yep. And, you know, there's Nikki stringing these beads by hand, making this beautiful bracelet. Right. And chrysocolla is for the throat chakra. And it really helps make clear communication from your heart. All the things you wish you knew how to say, it helps bring that clarity so that you can emote it well. And it makes language crystal clear so that you can be heard. Your intentions, your heart can be heard clearly and effectively. It's a transformational stone. So as you go on the other side, you have these experiences spiritually. You then can go and share them with others, and they'll really understand. And then we've got this purple agate, and it's got druzy in it, little druzy, no?
A little bit, yeah.
It helps the heart chakra. It's a very hardworking stone, and it's the gateway to the spiritual realm. So let's zoom in on this one a little bit, because we pick every geode specifically. What do you see when you look into that purple geode? You know, I see the darker purple going into the light, and then the opening in the center. And that's almost, I can visualize that going into the other realms.
It's like a portal.
Yes.
Yep.
If you go to our website, lavishgoods.com, you'll see it on there under Astral Traveler, and the prices are on there. This bracelet is $120, and you'll see all of that on the website, lavishgoods.com. And so that purple agate brings in that energy, that higher level energy. And then we've got an amethyst again, repeating this in order to unify the astral travel experience of as above, so below, as within, so without. And so amethyst is repeated on both sides as we're going to the other side and then coming back with the information, we want the balance on both sides of the amethyst and the unicorn, which is where we started, and now we're ending with that, so that you've got that equal balance, as above, so below, from the higher realms back to you on the earth plane, as within, so without, from your soul having the experience, and then you projecting that outward to the world of how you're transformed by what you've learned and experienced going to the other side, being in your Akashic records. Then not only are you receiving the information, but you're able to clearly and effectively communicate it and share with others. And that, in a nutshell, is how you astral travel through a bracelet.
Love it. I love it.
And for more on that, you can check out my books like The Awakened Psychic, or my website where I teach classes about that too, on psychic ability and the aura. Go take psychic school, aura school, any of that. That's on my website, which is exploreyourspirit.com, if you're interested in studying with your bracelet how to do more with it.
And I'll also say, I think Kayla mentioned that you can do a custom design with her, which what you get with that is you get a 30-minute consultation, like a one-on-one with Kayla, which is really amazing. I mean, she doesn't need to be with you in person to see your aura and to sort of do a reading. And between what she gets from spending time with you, and then Kayla and I spend some time together, and we come up with a custom design for you that's exclusive for you. And you not only get your custom bracelet, but you also get a mantra that goes with your bracelet that you use to sort of activate, and you would say it each time you put your stack on, to just sort of empower the bracelets and yourself that much more with that custom design. Yeah, it's pretty special. Oh, I love them. I feel so spoiled that I get to spend these couple hours just wearing all these bracelets. I love them. They feel so good.
Were you communicating more clearly with Astral Traveler with that Chrysocolla?
I don't know. I was awfully quiet when it was on, but maybe that was the Chrysocolla was telling my throat chakra to
take it in.
Take it in, to just take it all in.
There we go.
Exactly.
All right. Let's talk about Lemurian Sunset.
Yeah, Lemurian Sunset. This is I feel like a really magical stack right here. So what we've got on here, we've got some rainforest jasper, we've got turquoise, we've got this really beautiful, like it's a blue howlite with this black quartz druzy, which is really cool. A really special stone called Lemurian aquitaine calcite, which I know Kayla will talk about. It's a very wonderful stone. And then some more turquoise. And that is Lemurian Sunset. I'm sure Kayla's going to talk a little bit about Lemuria and where that was and who they were and all of that.
So Lemuria was an ancient land that is considered to now have sunk off the coast of the Pacific. And the people there were highly intuitive and telepathic and were considered advanced race. And all of their wisdom, they recorded in crystals. And it said those crystals that are found now still hold their wisdom. So we created this bracelet. If you've ever felt connected to Lemuria and that you want to try to access that information and do that work. The Lemurians were very peaceful and loving and angelic in their ways. So it's a beautiful bracelet to wear that. And if you're attracted to oceans, islands, that type of energy, that's what this bracelet's all about. We started with turquoise, which has been worn by shamans and spiritual people all over the world for forever. And because the color represents the sky and the oceans, and so representing the masculine energy with the feminine energy both. Yeah, it's good. And so you're getting that with that turquoise that harmonizes the gifts of the earth with the spiritual planes. And then we've got this Lemurian aquitaine calcite. And that was, an amazing stone. It said that it increases intuition and your connection with spirit guides. And, in a gentle manner, it's ready to open you up where you can begin and have those connections. And it said, that it carries the wisdom and that was shared there through the Lemurians. We go into this blue howlite stone now with black druzy. And druzys, align the heart chakra. They connect the heart chakra to the crown. Oh, that's nice too, yeah. And it's a stone of communication and calm. So it centers the throat chakra and can help you speak fluently as well. And then we repeat with the turquoise again, bringing in that energy with a boost of energy now because your intuitive abilities have been opened up. So the turquoise is going to take it up a notch again now that you've got all of this going on. And then we end with this really cool rainforest jasper. And this rainforest jasper is said to help connect to the animal kingdom and to the nature spirits. And Lemurians were said to have used this stone to communicate telepathically with animals and spirits in nature and to live in harmony with the elements this way. So if that calls to you, this is kind of the earthy part of it that's going to allow you to connect in this way. And it also helps with your dreams and dreams interpretations and things of that as well. And that is Lemurian sunset.
Thank you for the likes, everybody. We appreciate you tapping that screen. Just keep tapping. If you tap, you'll actually see there's like a little heart that will start showing up in the left-hand corner. And if you keep tapping, like a little bar starts to fill up, and you want to tap it until you see a little confetti. And then when you let go, you get big confetti. It tells TikTok that we're doing a live, and it tells more people to come visit us. So, yeah, I really love this Lemurian sunset. It's I don't know. It's this interesting combination to me of like these, like this higher realm energy, and then you've got this bit of grounding with the rainforest jasper. I just love those two things together because I know, I'm a Libra, I'm an air sign. It's super easy for me to be up here in the clouds, so to speak. And so I love wearing like a little bit of grounding for me because it just kind of keeps me tethered.
Absolutely. I feel like moving over here to this side.
Sure.
And we can even give your arm a rest if you need, Nick. You don't have to try them all on unless you want to.
Well, I do love wearing them.
Well.
It's like twisting my arm, like, here, put this on.
But let's look at some of these over here.
You got it. Let's see.
I don't know where to start. If anyone has one they want to see, let us know.
Yeah, and if anybody has questions, like we love, we don't have to just talk about our bracelets. I mean, of course, we love talking about them. But if you have questions about specific crystals or gemstones, different, energies that you might be looking for or working with, if there's something you're thinking about or currently working on in your life and you're like, I'm not really sure, like I'd love to go on a journey, but I'm not really sure which one is for me. Like we would love to talk to you about that because one of the reasons Kayla and I started doing all of this is because we literally talk about crystals all the time, like literally all the time. And, it's just like, that's part of why we wanted to do this because we'll talk to each other all day and night, but we love talking to other people as well. So if you've got questions, if you have, maybe you have a favorite crystal that you want to talk about and, or you have had, like if you've had a special experience with something or anything like that, we'd love to hear about that.
Absolutely, and we're here to answer your questions and talk about any of this. So
for sure. Okay, what would you like to talk about, Kayla? What are you feeling drawn to at the moment?
Well, I'm really feeling drawn to our new collection.
Are you over here? Right. So we've got a whole bunch of journeys over here that I was talking at the very beginning of the live that it has been a very productive week because we have been producing a lot. And I think Kayla mentioned this, that when we create a journey, when we come up with one of these, we are intuitively guided. Like we're not, we don't necessarily say like, okay, we want, like on paper, like we want to have this, and this. It's more like, okay, let's try this with this. Wow, that feels really good. Or, ooh, no, those two don't play well together. And so when we do come up with something, sometimes that's the only one that's going to exist, right? Because I think Kayla mentioned that we're very particular and very discerning in the bracelets that we use, in the beads that we use. And, we've had some in the past that we just absolutely fell in love with and we sold, and we just haven't been able to find the same parts again. And so, we're like, that one's just, it's not going to happen. And that's okay. And we feel like, we are very strong believers that the right Journey bracelet will find the right person. And even, they do change a little bit sometimes. Like no two druzy is going to be exactly the same. No two, like this is an ocean jasper. No two of these are going to look the same. And so, they're going to look a little different from each other sometimes.
Let's try the green. The green's moving around, so it must want our attention. I can't get it to stay.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, there's some really beautiful and I feel like really powerful stones on here, and I feel like when I put this one on, when we created this, there feels like a lot of like ancient energy to me. Like this feels old, like I don't know, just ancient, I guess I would say.
We're not technically announcing these today. I'm not sure where to get you with your arm.
I don't know where you would like me.
Turn your arm maybe this way a little bit. There we go.
Yeah.
Now we can get it. So we're not releasing the names. If you're interested in any of it, just text us here or send it in the contact form and we can send you a link if you'd like. But I just want to show off some of the beautiful colors that we're bringing. Can you go any closer to
sure.
us? Okay.
Yeah, and there's, like, I love what we've got on here. Like, we've got serpentine on here, and then we've got some chrysoprase, and then, of course, we've got the agate, and there is a bit of a druzy in there. I know it's kind of hard to see, but there is a little bit of druzy. And then we've got serpentine again, and then the chrysoprase, and then we've got some turquoise. And, like I said, the energy on this just feels, it just feels ancient, like this ancient old wisdom, like, these deep things that are within us, like within our psyche or our DNA and our Akashic records, and working with this is going to help elicit that. And I will tell you, like Kayla said, these are not named. Like we haven't even done all the things with these, but that's what I'm getting when I'm wearing this right now.
Absolutely. Chris says she loves that one.
Yay.
Yeah, Chris, we're just like in love with the deep green.
Yeah, for sure.
And it just feels so luxurious to me, this bracelet. And that's some of our ones, our new collection here. They feel, thanks, Chris, for answering that. Yeah, I thought I answered them earlier about that. Yep, that's the price. And you can go to the website, lavishgoods.com, to see there. So even the one above it, I want Nikki to show that one next.
This one,
yeah, because again, the druzy, and I don't know if it's going to show up as well on camera, is so blingy and shiny.
It's lavish, some might say.
It really is.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, and as you saw with this stack of bracelets that bringing in there, these druzies are a little different, the shape and size and the shine. And I mean, this is really holiday wear, evening wear, right? I mean, it still would look cool though with a good pair of jeans. So.
Oh, sure.
But it's something you could wear at night too. That druzy is just incredible. I can't get any closer with my cord. I'm trying.
Let me. Why don't I come over here?
Okay. Yeah, I'm stretching as far as we can. Okay. Yeah, let me see if that's a better lighting.
And
look at that.
I know. And these beads are similar to some that we talked about earlier. These are those titanium plated druzy beads. So I'm not sure how well it'll pick up, but like there are actual druzies in the beads themselves.
Yes.
And then they've been titanium plated, so they've got just this extra little bit of sparkle. Not so much that it's like too much, like it doesn't look, overly done, but just enough to catch the light. And then as Kayla said, like this druzy is just stunning.
Yeah, go down, where we can see that side. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It is even more gorgeous on. Chris wants to know if you can explain druzy. Like, what's a druzy?
Yeah, so the science part first. The way druzy is created is, I'm trying to think of the easiest way to explain. So if you think of salt water or sugar water, we'll use sugar water for example. Like maybe if you're in the South and you drink your sweet tea and you put lots of sugar in there. If you were to let that tea, the liquid, evaporate, you're going to leave, if you put enough sugar in like I do, you're going to basically leave like a mound of sugar in the bottom of your glass, right? That's kind of what a druzy is, where there's a rock and water is percolating or moving through that rock, and it has different minerals and elements that are dissolved in the water. Okay, so think like salt water, sugar water. as that water evaporates from the rock, usually there's heat involved, so it's almost like it's boiling the water out. It leaves, like as the water evaporates, it leaves this residue, for lack of a better term. I don't like that word residue because that sounds bad or dirty or something. And Druzy is not. Druzy is stunningly gorgeous. But this is what's left behind. And so typically that Druzy is going to be a quartz. And yeah, and so typically you find it, like I believe these are sitting on top of an agate. Like that's what the stone is that it's on top of. You really could find them on many different things. It really just depends on the geologic conditions.
And metaphysically, Chris, Druzy aligns the heart chakra, and it helps connect it with the higher chakras all the way up to the crown. So it's a really hard-working crystal that vibrates on all color frequencies. That's the important thing it does. So it's like a gateway to the spiritual realms because it aligns with every frequency and harmonizes it where you raise up higher. And, it's just really fascinating the way. And so when you combine Druzys with different types, like we have them with the blue howlite, if you've seen Earth Angel, which we're sold out of right now, but look at the howlite in the Lemurian, right? That howlite is all communication. Where this one...
I was looking.
No. I was saying this stone, do you know what stone that is? I don't know if I have it with me. That the Druzy's on.
It's on an agate.
On the bracelet part, the bead part?
Oh, the bead part. It's a quartz.
It's on quartz,
it's
okay.
on quartz.
So where this one was on howlite, so you've got communication,
so
okay, with the blue howlite, yep. This one is on quartz that's then been Druzy added on top of it, and it's still on quartz, so it's just going to magnify that with all the other stones in it, like 100%, and bring it higher vibration. This is a real high vibration bracelet when you're really doing like upper chakra work and you're wanting to open your, higher self completely.
And you really do feel that. And if there's anyone here who's worked with crystals, like you can feel that, right? And so, this is, I love this. We've got two rhodochrosite strands on here. We've got a rhodonite and we've got a citrine along with the Druzy quartz that we've got on there as well. And I really just can't even convey like how beautiful this is because it probably just doesn't convey quite as well and over the camera, but when you see that in real life, that
one stone next to the Druzy, oh my gosh, with everything coming in that, wow. Yeah. And again, this is part of our new collection, which is going to have a lot of sparkle and shine like this. It's our holiday collection. Bling, bling, bling. We'll be releasing that in our next live, which is Sunday.
It is on Sunday, yeah. Sunday we are going to be live again. We'll have our new collection to be able to officially sell. But like Kayla said, if anybody sees something like that, you're just like, I have to have that right now. You can send us a message through the website lavishgoods.com and we can work with you with that. So
all right,
yeah,
okay, so that was just a little sneak peek some of our new collection.
There's some really beautiful pieces coming. I love the purple over here, and we talked about the green. And
I'd like to talk to some about these bracelets down here, because they're so different. We used the rose quartz in a totally different way, not in a geode, not in a Druzy, but just pure quartz.
Yeah.
That's our celestial romance.
Yeah, celestial romance here. So what we have here is starting at your hand. So your hand would be here. So the first stone that we are looking at is blue chalcedony. And then we've got violet jasper. We've got a small strawberry quartz. Then we've got the rose quartz cuff, as Kayla mentioned. Like, it's different than the Druzy, right? We've got like nuggets here, which are really pretty. And then we've got a bigger strawberry quartz. And then we've got, I know, one of Kayla's favorites, which is a rutilated quartz.
I do love the rutilated.
She does. And I got to put it on. I can't help myself. It's got to go on.
This is such a unique bracelet because the blue chalcedony.
Yes, blue chalcedony
is a happy, lighthearted energy, and it sets the tone for the adventure. It's generous and kind and open, and creates an energy field that just says, like, we're going to have fun.
Woohoo!
And then violet jasper, again, it's another unique one that I love.
Yeah.
And it helps turn your dreams into attainable realities. So it's a supreme nurturer. It always does that kind of work. Yeah, I'm just tuning in like that. There we go. And then you've got this beautiful rose quartz. I'm sorry, strawberry.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
strawberry quartz
yep.
first coming in.
Yep.
And so we've got that opening the heart chakra and being very supportive in the emotional field of the aura. And then the little rose quartz cuff.
Yeah.
So this is a softer bracelet, not as big with the geode. But rose quartz, it's unconditional love. Power of 3 there, bringing it in, right?
Love that.
Everything in 3 is so powerful. Rose quartz transforms you, giving you an extra boost of energy. And now you're ready to work up to the big strawberry. And so we're going to open you up at a much higher master level where you're ready to explore deeper. This quartz with strawberry has hematite inclusions, and that really helps open the heart chakra while protecting the emotional field of the aura. And then we finish in my favorite part of this formula, which is the rutilated quartz, because it clears and cleanses the aura, and it paves the way for big changes and transformation and transitions. It lets you get to the root of things, and then it stimulates new energy for spiritual growth. And it's a stone of illumination. So it highlights where you're on your journey, and what that's a nice way to say, it's going to point out to you what you need to work on.
Absolutely.
It's going to say like, okay, you're doing great, but there's things you still need to handle and look at, and rutilated quartz does that. So I'm a wisdom teacher. I teach students how to grow, how to find out who they are at their deepest level. So I like that stone for the work that it does and makes people look deep.
And I love, Kayla, that you mentioned that it points out what you need to work on, because I'm going to come back to the science side for just a second. So it's rutilated quartz because there are basically pieces of rutile in there. And if you look, I don't think it'll show up on the camera, but if you've ever looked at a piece of rutilated quartz, you actually see it almost looks like little points of rutile, like it's like little spears almost. They're these little pointy things within the quartz, which I just thought that was perfect when you said it points to what you need to be working on.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really
So
love this.
This is Celestial Romance bracelet.
Love it. Love it.
And we built it this way because it's obviously a bracelet for love and finding a relationship, enhancing a relationship. And it has the 3 stones in the rose quartz specifically because it's not just about you, and it's not just about your partner. It's about the 3 of you and the connection between. So the stone and the symbol kind of symbolizes the spirit of unconditional love and, what you two are creating together, becoming a we. And hopefully having a spiritual connection as well, and merging the 2 of you together in that way with love and holding on to that sacred energy.
I love that.
And so the rutilated then allows you to say, we're in love, we have this relationship, but also what could we work on to go deeper and build it stronger? And that is our intention with Celestial Romance.
Love it.
All right, we talked about love. Let's talk about money.
Oh, money. Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to sing that. Yeah. So this, and I love this. I'm just feeling really drawn to the greens right now, which
Me
is interesting.
too.
It's not my usual. This journey is called Prosperous Living. And Kayla did mention money. One of the things that I love, like, just when we use the word prosperous or abundant, the one thing I have to remind myself sometimes is it doesn't necessarily
Happening with money or prosperity in any way, that it's not flowing to you, then there's something that is blocked somewhere. There's something that is not able to flow. That's the same thing with health, right? Most health, we call it dis-ease. There's something not at ease. And so there's a blockage, and that leads to most problems. It is the same thing, whether it's a relationship or if it's with money and finances. So this bracelet is here to help you with your financial well-being. It's time to shake things up. It's time to check in with that. And it was created to attract abundance and prosperity and wealth. It inspires action and creative ideas to generate success. And so we start with, oh my God, this big chunky, I love green moss agate.
Yep.
I love green moss. Like I want to live in a green moss forest.
Right,
I don't know.
I know. And those nuggets, I just love the chunky nugget.
Yeah, see how big and chunky, and like we said, those big stones. Oh, hello, Josephina. She's writing to us in Spanish. I'm sorry I don't speak that language, so I'm not sure what you're saying. If you could translate, though, I'll happily respond to your comment, but welcome. And so the green moss here is a feeling of being in nature's beautiful green forest. It's such a strong, supportive energy. This is a stone of not just wealth, but generational wealth. This is when you want to make something that is going to last longer than you. And it's something that you'll be able to hand down and share with others. So it's beautiful for doing that. This is really good. If you work in a financial institution, this would be something you might put on a wall. You would see that green in a bank or a financial institution or on Wall Street.
Love it.
Or in a home office as well, even if you wanted to add the green moss agate. It creates that stable foundation for generational wealth, for really strong, to last the ages.
That's powerful.
And then we do that green aventurine. And so this is the luckiest stone of all. It's always been said, green aventurine. And look how we've got it kind of there, like in the bars, right? On the gold. It's almost like creating the energy of bars of gold coming to you. And you've got the spirals on each side of the cup too, magnifying that energy and bringing it in. It's just a super lucky stone. Yeah. So it's so lucky we had to repeat it in a bigger, we're like, that's not enough for you. That's not enough luck. You need a bigger dash of green aventurine here to get that abundance and wealth coming in. Oh, hi, Josephina. Thank you. It's $120. All the bracelets are the same, $120. They're on our website, lavishgoods.com. And if you go in there, each bracelet has a name. This one is called Prosperous Living. And you just click on Collections and Journey. You'll see all the bracelets there. And you can read about the name of this bracelet, the journey, and you can check out right there.
And that price includes, just so people are clear, like it's the whole journey.
Yes.
Right? It's the whole stack.
Right, the whole stack of the bracelets. And with each purchase, you receive a selenite tower, like seen here, to charge your bracelet on. Selenite tower. And it comes wrapped in this beautiful Lavish Goods bag. That's a beautiful, whether you're giving it as a gift or just for you to store and take care of your stones. But this is the wealth bracelet. And then it's so unique, the things we picked in here, like that green moss agate. Now we've got olive jade. And another prosperous stone. It's really supportive for business travel or online business. It's a stone. So we started with that green moss agate, which I said is so great in an office or home, like stable. So if you're doing business, from your office. But if you're out and about, you're at an event, you're traveling, you do online business, olive jade is very lucky for that specific intention. And it just helps that connection with others. And olive jade is that friend that wants to be friends with everybody. So it makes all these other stones, alpha stones, like we are making money, and olive jade goes like, hey everybody, let's hang out, let's have a good time. And you're like, oh, well, thank you, Olive. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, let's work together, everybody. Oh, thanks, Olive. That sounds fun. We're going to do that. So that's what sweet little Olive is doing here with all these masculine stones. They're like, yes, yes, yes.
Which is ironic too that she's able to do that because she's a little bit more petite than the other ones, but she's able to have that kind of power.
That's right, because divine feminine, that's all you need.
Absolutely.
And then we ended in agate, which helps enhance spiritual awareness and consciousness and build self-esteem and stimulate psychic ability. And here's what I think is the most important part of it for this bracelet. It helps you discern truth from what others are saying. So they might be saying, oh, yeah, you want this car for this price, but you're like, no, I think I can say this. And you see what they're really saying. Yeah. Helps you negotiate, gives you mental clarity. So gives you a lot of great ideas to go forth and to see what people really want and what they, what they will do. So this is the entire stack. Yes, $120 for the entire stack of these bracelets with the journey, with the selenite tower. Yep. Like we said, these little selenite towers. You put the bracelets around the tower, and that charges them at night. And then they're good to go. And like I said, comes wrapped in this beautiful velvet-like bag here, and suede or velvet, I'm not quite sure. Very soft like that, though.
Velveteen.
Yeah, there you go. And that's how it arrives to you.
Yeah.
And they're great gifts as well. Our website again is lavishgoods.com. This bracelet, if you're interested, is called Prosperous Journey.
Yeah, and if you go to the website, you're able to read like really in depth the details of all of the different journeys. Because they're very different. Even though some of them might look a little similar, where you're like, well, there's 3 blue ones, but they all have very distinct personalities, for lack of a better term. Because again, it's not just the type of stones that are being used; it's the combination, it's the order that they're in, that's also contributing to how that particular journey tracks, basically.
Absolutely.
Just a reminder, if you would keep tapping that screen, you just keep tapping, and you'll see a little bar come up in the upper left-hand corner that just lets TikTok know that we're live, and it lets people know to come on in and visit and talk about crystals and all things crystals and gemstones. If you have questions about a bracelet, and you don't even have to talk about a bracelet, if there's just, you have a crystal that you're like, hey, I just learned about goldstone, what is that for? And talking about things like that. If you have questions about anything specific, or if you just want to talk about your favorite crystal, if you've had an experience that you want to share, anything like that, Kale and I just love talking about these things. Love it.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you this just to hold.
Oh, sure.
While we talk about, so this is a special bracelet I made here. And the title, if you're looking for it under the website right now, is called Releasing Grief. But I really want to talk about it because it is also really a bracelet of new beginnings. And, people think of grief. Oh, wait, so I've got a question here. The one Nikki just touched, the blue one that has green-blue beads. I love that one.
Yeah, so this is Sky's the Limit. It is a really beautiful...
Is that the one, Chris? Yes. Sky's the Limit.
Sky's the Limit, yeah. Yeah, this is a really beautiful set of stones here. We've got aquamarine. We've got some dyed jasper. We've got blue chalcedony, some blue apatite. Just some really beautiful stones on here. And this is a great example of, we had a Sky's the Limit previously, and that we sold out of, and we really loved the journey that bracelet sort of helped people with. And so we brought it back. It's a little bit different than the original because, again, we want to stay true to our standards of stones and things like that. So this is sort of a new version of our Sky's the Limit.
And this bracelet here is for entrepreneurs, visionaries, and inventors. And what our dream is with this is that everyone has dreams, what they hope to be or accomplish in life. But dreams often are waylaid by hearing the opinions of others who are like, oh, you can't do that. That can't be done. But entrepreneurs and visionaries know better, and they know it just hasn't been done yet. And this journey is for someone who wants to follow their calling of their heart and their soul, and they're ready to chase their dreams. They believe they're capable of something far greater than what was believed that they could attain. So it's very empowering.
Love that.
And it starts with that aquamarine, which supports people who have had a heavy load emotionally. And it allows you to get in tune with the energy of others and to intuitively understand what others are, how they're reacting as well, and what's happening with them, so that you don't get overwhelmed by the situation or overreact to the situation, because you understand that these emotions are tied to other people and their stuff. And then we go into that dyed jasper, which I love.
It's so like pretty.
It's like, I don't know, the beach and the earth and the world and everything together. And this releases any old thoughts or feelings that have bogged down, that have blocked the pathways to the aura and the chakras, and recharges with the light. Now we've got that beautiful blue agate, the gateway to the spirit realms, opening that back up again and intensifying and magnetizing the energy. And especially that we have the other blue stones in here, those blues then work together to magnetize the energy from the other beads in the stack. We then go into that aquamarine, and that is going to, again, help the emotional chakras, the emotions throughout all of the chakras, and clear the pathways there. It helps you, again, to see the deeper meaning in each situation. It provides discernment and insight what's going on. And then we've got that blue apatite, an amazing stone for so many reasons. It allows the wearer to see all directions. That means you're seeing all points of view and perspectives.
Love that.
Okay, so you are creating and doing and being, sky's the limit for you. But at the same time, you're able to see what every point and direction and what people need and want to experience, so that you can reach them with, whether it's your product, your creation, your service, whatever you're doing, you're going to know how to reach all those people wearing this. And then we end with blue chalcedony.
Chalcedony. That's Kayla's favorite word. Blue chalcedony.
I have a song that I sang my whole life, and I just cannot. When I see it, I see the song. So I fight every time.
And it makes me
I still can't, even now.
I know. It's okay.
Say it like 3 times.
Chalcedony, chalcedony, chalcedony.
Okay.
Pretend that's not a CH.
Where's Beetlejuice? We just said it 3 times.
Were you just trying to trick me into doing something?
You just did magic. So, blue chalcedony is a happy, lighthearted, only because you said it 3 times, I'll forget again. It's a happy, lighthearted energy. And it sets the tone for the adventure because it's generous and open and kind. And it has an energy field that repels negative energy. So when people even try to dump their stuff, it's like, oh, no, girl, not today. Not today. This is not staying with me. So even when they're doing that, it just doesn't stick. So it's a really powerful bracelet for that reason, to wear that stuff, because, it's not going to stick.
And you look pretty while you're wearing it.
Well, that too, right? You just look like a happy girl.
Absolutely. Love it.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks for asking about that. Okay, and so back we were talking about this collection here. This is another amazing. Originally, when I was designing this bracelet, this one, I was really connected with grief, and I told Nikki, I'm like, I want to make a bracelet for grief. I've had a lot of loss in my life, and I've always thought, like, if I could have had a bracelet like this, it would have really helped me just to wear something tangible. But really, I think we're going to probably end up renaming the name of this one, because grief is a process. It has to do with loss, and loss can be anything. When you move from your home, it's a loss. You're starting over, but you loved your home and you're moving. That's a loss. There's a lot of losses in life. It's not always the loss of a loved one. There are, when you leave a career you loved, when a lot of things. The purpose of this bracelet is to help you work through things, whatever grief or loss you might have, and to take you on that journey. And that's what this stack was designed for. It's a real focused journey. There's not a lot of different stones to take you up and down. It's to kind of grab your aura, hold the energy, and say, we are going to get through this together. And bracelet, you're my friend, and I'm going to support you, and I'm going to hold you. Can you turn it down a little bit? Like, oh yeah, now we can see the beautiful geode. The light was hitting it, yeah. So we started with Picasso jasper here, and that's a stone of transformation. And Picasso helps release pain and provides gentle encouragement. It helps you reconnect with your personal power, and it's very supportive. It helps you feel settled and grounded in your physical body, to restore your mind, body, and spirit. I love Picasso jasper. It's so amazing what it does. And then we've got the white halite. Half of it is the white halite, and the other half, which is the only bracelet we've done this with, we've added 2 stones on the same strand here, and with a little pop of gold in between. And halite, as you know, is a stone of communication and calm. And then we add that with the leopard skin, which is a grounding stone. And the leopard skin jasper brings a lot of strength and vitality. So it's going to restore the mental energy fields to assist with clarity. And that's repeated, here. And then we go into that gray ocean cuff and look at the energy there. This is, the journey between the worlds, the doorway between the realms. This stone gently releases painful emotions and feelings at a very soft and peaceful pace. And that jasper is nurturing. It's going to support you and help you on your journey to feeling whole again. It balances the masculine and feminine and gives you the courage to try new things. And that's really what that bracelet is about, is going through that transformation. We repeat the white highlight and leopard skin jasper again and back into the Picasso. And then we finish this one with a beautiful moonstone, which is the divine feminine. It symbolizes new beginnings and the wisdom of the journeys in life, and that some of them, we like more than others, but loss is a part of life, and we have to fight our inner strength to get back up and live again. And when we do that, we are respecting our ancestors. We are respecting those that we lost. We're paying homage to them and saying, the love you poured into me allows me to get up and go again and live and out of respect. And everything we lose in that way, for whatever reason, it allows us to find that strength. So it's a really special one to me. I love moonstone too, though. Gosh, for everything. But it's very powerful. I put a lot of energy into this one, especially. Okay, so enough of that serious. What's a fun
Okay. Dum, dum, dum.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got it.
Thank you so much. Gosh. I'm trying to decide. I keep looking at
Do you want to tease about our new collection?
Yeah, let's maybe tease a little more. Because I like to do this. I like to tease.
I can hand it to you if you want.
Sure. Well, I was trying to think. Oh, yeah, let's do
Make it
Oh,
easy.
yeah. So, I love both of these. And again, this is from the new collection. We haven't even named these yet. This was part of this super productive. We were just in this creative space, we were joking. The muses were with us, and I just love these. They're these interesting combinations of they're earthy and grounded, yet they have some of these higher level type energies with them. And both of these cuffs have this jasper. It's an Oahu jasper. It's a type of picture jasper, and which is really beautiful and used a lot with Native American cultures. And we've also got, both of these have a little bit of wood. This one has a darker wood. This one has a darker and a lighter. And then there's a few other things in here that we were so drawn to. We've got goldstone over here, which we don't have in any other of our journeys. This is the first one that we've put it in, and I know I really super connected with this stone. Absolutely love it. And then we've got also in this particular journey mukate, which is a kind of jasper. It's just a specific type. And so I love this, the color combinations. Again, it's not just about the aesthetic, but when it looks pretty, it just adds to, right? And then over here we have some similar stones, but then we also add in Ukite jasper, which is just a different, just another different type of jasper. And that's the thing that I love about jaspers is there's a lot of different kinds of jaspers, and sometimes they're just given all sorts of different names, but they look different because there are different components. There's different elements in there, so they are different. Even though you might see 20 different kinds of jasper, it's kind of like different types of quartz, right? They have different energies about them.
It's 222. I just want to point that out.
222.
Feeling the energy.
We're definitely into the numbers.
Thank you, Linda, for the rose. Thank you for the gift.
Thank you. Yes, so I'm really loving these.
Absolutely. We will be revealing these soon, hopefully Sunday at our next live. Mm-hmm. If you want to put it on your calendar. What time is that?
I believe we are at 2 o'clock on Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern time.
Mm-hmm. So we will be revealing lots and lots of our new collection.
We will, yeah.
I think we have 12 new bracelets.
I think so. There might even be more than that. That sounds about right, though. Yeah, we've got some really beautiful pieces like these, and as Kayla mentioned earlier, we've got some that just, you're going to see a little bit more bling in some of the new things that we've got, since we've got the holidays coming. And, we like a little bling with our holiday spirit, so we thought y'all might like a little bit of that bling too. So.
Absolutely. Take us to Cozumel, Nikki.
Oh, yeah. Talk about like fun and light. And yeah, so this is what we call Cozumel Play.
This is the only bracelet that has a charm on it.
It is.
Currently,
yeah.
There's one other bracelet we're waiting on stones to come in that we put a charm with as well,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that one's going to have a charm again, though. We'll have to see.
It may not. Well,
Yeah.
it might, but it might be different. Okay. Yeah, so this is our Cozumel or Cozumel Play. I know I say this about all of them. I just love this. I love the chunkiness to it. And I love the color combinations on here. We start out with a strawberry quartz. We've got a really beautiful serpentine. We've got this really pretty jade. And then we've got this prehnite nugget, which is I just love that. It's lots of fun. And then we've got a little bit of green aventurine here at the end. And it's just a fun, flirty, I want to go out and meet some people, have a good time kind of journey.
Yes, we call it Cozumel Play. It's like warm summer nights and long vacations and a playful nature. It's, like you're going somewhere fun with this, or you are a lot of fun when you're wearing this.
Right.
That strawberry quartz, right, opens up and the emotions, and then serpentine is a stone of expansion. It tells you get out and get social.
Yep.
Go meet new people, have new experiences. Think less about what you should do and think about what you want to do.
Ooh, I love that.
Right? It embraces creating new relationships and friendships. And then jade brings confidence and good luck. I mean, we know if you've ever, the Chinese, all Eastern cultures, they use jade because they know how much good luck it is. And it's magnified here with our addition of a sea turtle charm, because sea turtles are magical. And there's, sea turtles are a symbol of holding the earth, the four corners of the earth. It said a lot of cultures say that the earth was born on the back of a turtle. And so the sea turtle charm here is just magnifying that energy with nature and prosperity and longevity too with turtles. And then prehnite is letting go of anything that's no longer serving you on the mind, body, or spirit level. It opens up the pathways for intuition and communication, especially with nature and elemental energy. And so it brings a lot of a sense of everything's okay, everything's all right. And then, lucky green aventurine. So why not bring a little money into this little super luck? Mm-hmm. And, it brings the charm. So you are more charming. Mm-hmm. In fact, I just thought, well, Nikki's more charming now. What is that?
Look at that.
Turns out it's the bracelet she's wearing.
The bracelet.
And that's Cozumel Play.
Yeah, and when I see this, and even when I put it on, like seriously, when I put this on, it makes me think about putting on like I just want to put on like a cute little dress and go out and meet people. Like I want to go, like not necessarily like woo big party and not like that, but just like that expansion of going out, making new friends. Thinking about like, okay, maybe these are the things I felt like I should have done over the course of my life, like I'm adulting and all of that. But you know what? Now I want to go and I want to have some fun and I want to meet new people and try new experiences and like that's how I feel when I wear this, and I just know it would look beautiful with whatever I wore out.
Well, and dude, the colors are all so different, and it goes with so much. Like I could see anything from white to like any of those, beautiful greens in there.
Absolutely.
Just so many colors you could wear with that. It's going to stand out more if you were to wear like white or khaki or something. But oh my gosh, you put on turquoise or teal or blue or any of that. It's just going to be wow. And any green you add, or a pink even.
Yeah, I could see that. It would bring out the strawberry.
Right?
Love it.
So it's so versatile like that too.
Again, we can look good while we're doing the work.
I have to say, I would love to wear this by the pool.
Yeah.
But I will say, please read our care and tips on our website, because you really shouldn't get the bracelets wet. We have, if you go on our website, lavishgoods.com, we've got all the cares and tips for what to do with your bracelet, how to take care of it, how to recharge it, how to keep it safe. And water is not good for crystals in general, whether they're on a bracelet or you just own a crystal that you love. They're not good to get wet.
Right.
So you don't want to, even if you're like doing dishes, don't wear your bracelet when you're wearing dishes.
Yeah.
And things like that. So all the tips are on our website. If you sign up for our newsletter on there, you'll get first notice when we have sales and codes and discounts and new offers on new collections if you want to be the first to grab something. Oh my goodness.
This is new. Sorry.
Spicy Nuggets just joined. I love that name.
Spicy Nuggets. I love that.
We might have to use that in a bracelet or something.
I know, it's spicy. I mean, we do have some nugget bracelets.
We do.
So I love that. I love it. Yeah, some of our new, in our new collection, you're going to see some bracelets that have the tassel, which I'm just obsessed with the tassel right now. It's just, I don't know, I'm a very tactile person, and so like I love touching the stones when I'm wearing them, and so I'm also like, ooh, it gives me another thing to kind of
show us this bracelet again. We have a lot of new people in here.
Yeah. So this one is also one of our newer. It's in our new collection. We haven't officially released it. We have named this one though. It's called Executive Decisions, and I was drawn to it.
I can't see the geode.
I'm sorry. I'm in the blue today, so I just wanted to wear the blues. So this particular bracelet, sorry.
That's what I was saying.
Sorry. This particular bracelet just has a lot of the blues. We've got some sodalite on here. We've got both of these strands here are quartz druzy beads. So you can actually see in the beads, like there's like little crevices and crevasses, and there's druzy inside, and we've got so they get this like extra special, like I say Shazam, like it's just this extra little bling. It's not too much. It's not like, oh my goodness, that's too much bling. I mean, I guess there could be too much bling, but there's not. It just gives it a little extra sparkle, and I just love that. And then again, we've got the tassel down here, which is just a sweet little like addition to that. And then what we've got on here, it's a fire quartz. That's sitting, it's just a fire quartz. And I just love this. And depending on the light, like sometimes it's a little bit more red, sometimes a little less so. I like to think it kind of corresponds to the energy that you have at the moment or that's around you. We've got some snowflake obsidian. We've got some iolite on here too, which is a really beautiful, powerful stone. And yeah, I love all the blues. I love the tassel, love the fire.
So we're introducing the tassel on some of our bracelets, and tassels are like a broom. And so if you've ever studied, any of the rituals by the ancients for spiritual work, a broom sweeps away any energy or any residue that you don't want around the aura of your home and the energy of your home. It's done just like when you do your fall cleaning, you do that ritual as well to sweep everything out and remove it. So in the same way, you are sweeping that away from your aura with the tassel as you do the work. And as we've explained, I don't know if we talked about in this live, but in other lives, your left side is your receiving side and your right is your where you are sending energy out. So when you wear this bracelet on your left, you're bringing in the energy of the bracelet, and that's how you should want to wear it originally to activate it and bring in all that the stones are giving, all the energy into your aura. So while you're doing that and you're moving your arm, that tassel is sweeping away any old residue that no longer harmonizes and needs to be let go. So it's going to help remove all of that through the chakras. Mm-hmm. And then when you put the bracelet on your right arm and you switch it over there, you are going to be able to send that energy out that you're trying to manifest, create, help others with, nurture, give, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So that works on all the bracelets here. And, some have the tassels. We've got some in the new collection that we'll be talking about on Sunday. Just a few, because it just activates so well with certain stones, exactly, that it gives that energy to do that.
Yeah. Love the tassel. Extra little bit of magic. We always love to add a little bit of extra if we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for the likes and the follows.
Yeah, keep tapping that screen, y'all. You tap the screen, it lets other people know that the live is going, that you're enjoying yourself. It tells other people to come on in, see what we're talking about.
Yep. On Lavish Goods, if you join our newsletter there, you'll get lots of other information. You've got some other articles you can read about caring for your bracelet. We also have some individual cuffs as well. If you're just looking for one piece, we call it having a moment. And if you're just looking for a moment to work on one thing, you can find some of those on there as well. We have some sea sediment jasper that you can check out there, and a couple cuffs as well, that if they're ones that you're just drawn to that. We also have tips on there about grounding your body with your bracelet when you first put it on, what to do and how to connect with it and do in that way. And like we mentioned earlier, we do custom designs. That includes a half-hour reading with me where I go over your aura and we talk about what you're looking to work on. Kathy has a question if there's any silver. We've talked about working in silver, and we have some coming that are definitely going to have more silver in them, even though these still do have the gold in the cuffs. But when we do custom designs, Kathy, that's the thing. If you feel like you need silver and you need those properties of silver, we're going to bring that in that custom design.
Absolutely.
After we go through, we read your aura, we talk about all of that. Then we create all of that for you custom for that bracelet and put it together. And then with every bracelet order, you get a PDF that's going to have the description of everything, what every stone means, how to activate it, and a personal mantra of what to say when you wear the bracelet, plus the selenite tower here, the mini tower, and you put your bracelets around it, and that helps keep it charged up. And then it also comes with the bag here that'll be in your bracelet, and the selenite tower is wrapped in here for you, or if you buy it as a gift, it's ready to go. It's prepackaged and ready.
Yeah. I'll also throw out there too, I don't know if we've mentioned today, whenever someone happens to buy a bracelet while we're in a live, you have to go to the website, you go to lavishgoods.com, and if you buy a bracelet, like we get notified immediately, so like Kayla would see that. Kayla will actually pull some tarot cards for you.
That's right.
And so she can give you a little bit of insight as to, your journey with that particular bracelet. So, and we've done that in the last couple of lives, and it's been a lot of fun. And Kayla she can tell you, but she's been studying tarot since she was like before you were a teenager, I think.
Yeah. I was like 11 and 12 is when I started.
11 and 12 years old. So, I'm not going to say how many years that's been, but we'll just
at least
say
5.
At least 5. At least 5 years. She knows what she's doing, and she's good. And I love the cards that she uses. They're just, I use the same cards. I think they're just absolutely beautiful. And so yeah, if anyone makes a purchase today, we will actually do, Kayla will pull some cards for you related specifically for you and your particular journey that you have selected.
I am pulling 3 cards today to see what the full moon wants to tell us that we all need to work on.
Ooh, I love it.
And so let's see. So our journey starts today for all of us. Oh my goodness. Loving teamwork, the 2 of Cups.
I love it.
Just like us.
I know. I love that.
So teamwork makes the dream work, people. Let me turn this down here to the
full
cards.
Full moon tomorrow, by the way.
Yep.
That's why she mentioned the full moon. Yeah.
Yep. So the full moon wants to let us know this is a good time for teamwork and relationships and working together with someone you love.
Yay!
And then it's going to go very well. The emotions are in a good spot. Number 2, continuous, cautious progress.
Ooh.
So, thank you, Linda. Linda says they are beautifully wrapped and she loves her Journey bracelets. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. Thank you for the feedback.
So some cautious progress on what you're doing right now. Take it nice and easy. Mm-hmm. If you look at this card, the swords are around the person, but they're not poking the person. They're not coming out the person. The person in the middle is sitting there. So these aren't real blockages that are big problems. There's nothing really attacking you. You just have to be centered and calm and ride through the energy and get through it. There's nothing really blocking your way. You're fine. Number 3, oh my goodness. Blessed love life, the 10 of Cups. Wow, this is a great full moon. All about love and love life. And again, of course, that's relationships, but it's friendships like what Nikki and I have.
Yeah.
It's relationships like that, right? It's love that you have for all things, for everything, for the world, for people, for just everything you can think of in the world. And so there's just blessings flowing out everywhere. It's a very emotional time right now. The swords indicate, but again, they're not bothering me in this reading because they're not coming after you or even really affecting you. If you stay calm and centered, like in that picture, you're fine.
I love it.
So,
what a great full moon.
Right? That's your full moon reading today.
I love it.
We're in good shape.
Beautiful.
It's 2:40. We've got about 15 to 20 minutes left in this live. So we've shown you a bunch of bracelets today. If there's any that you want to look at up closer, I'm just going to give everybody a little quick scan.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to test Nikki. Name them off, Nikki.
Okay, we got Radiant Heart, Lemurian Sunset, Starlight. I'm also looking at them from behind, so, give me that. Sky's the Limit, Vision Quest, Astral Traveler.
Great job.
Woohoo! I used to be a teacher, so now I feel like I'm...
I like to test her. Get her all worked up. Okay, over here.
Fall in Love, Divine Guidance. We haven't talked about that one today. Love
True.
it.
These are new. We'll just
trick
call them.
Question. No names yet. No names yet. She's trying to trick me all. Cozumel Play, Prosperous Living, Releasing Grief, and Celestial Romance.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And the rest, the names will be revealed on Sunday.
Yet to be revealed.
Dun, dun, dun. We're here to answer any questions or talk about whatever. Or just talk crystal talk. Crystal chat.
Crystals.
We can even talk. It's sweater weather. It's sweater weather.
Sweater weather. Sweater weather. Yes, my beloved is in a very chilly climate right now, and we are not. And I'm a little bit jealous. And my little sister is also in a somewhat chilly climate, and she loves to tell me in the morning, she's like, I have a sweater on, and I have the seat heaters on, and I'm drinking my pumpkin spice latte. And I'm like, I'm sweating, and yeah. So if anybody wants to make me jealous about their sweater weather, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, just chime in and tell us how you're enjoying fall right now.
And I grew up in upstate New York. Like, I grew up in the Finger Lakes area, and spent time in the Adirondacks and like in the upper, in Northeast, and so that fall has always been my favorite time of year. And so even though I haven't lived in that part of the country for more than 20 years now, I still miss it a little bit.
We are both fall loving girls. It's our favorite time of year.
It is.
I love decorating for fall. Just September through December, oh my gosh, it's everything.
It was the end of August at my house.
Yeah.
I literally had fall decor out before September 1st this year. Don't care.
I'd like to think
Sorry, not sorry.
that I've been a bad influence on you.
I look at it as a good influence. Yes.
Embrace it. Embrace the decor.
Embrace the fall. Embrace the decor.
All right, so where are you on this journey? Are you looking for love? Are you looking to release and let go? Mm-hmm. Are you looking to make money? Are you looking to play like you're in Cozumel? Right? Are you looking for some guidance? Are you looking, to fall in love with yourself, though, on a journey all over again? And all of these so empowering. Sky's the Limit and Starlight. All of these connecting with the beautiful chakras in that way. Astral traveling, Lemuria, opening your heart to the fullest expression. These are just some of the journeys that we're taking everyone on right now. And more to come. A lot more to come with these journeys. We're going to keep showing you all the different ones. And like I said, those custom designs, you don't have to wait for just the right one. You can say, this is what I specifically want to work on, and we're going to design that for you.
And really, that is going to be a powerful experience, because you do get that one-on-one with Kayla, and she is psychic, she's an intuitive, she sees auras, and so she's really going to tune in with you. So you're going to have a conversation, and she's going to tune in you energetically and sort of help guide you a little bit. And you may know exactly what you want, right? You might be like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want. And she can still help guide you with that, right? Because that's part of what she and I do, is using our expertise to help decide which crystals are going to work best for you and your journey. What order do we want to put them in? Do we want it to be a cup? Do we want it to be a nugget? Do we want it to be a chunk? Like what's going to work best for you? And when you do that custom design, you get a mantra that is customized specifically for you that you say to sort of activate that journey when you're putting your bracelets on. So it's really powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We want to thank all of you who've been here with us for this live and
for the gifts and the likes.
Yes.
And we're always excited when someone gifts us. We're like, oh my goodness gracious. Like,
and exactly.
It's just so sweet.
And following us and just being here, creating this energy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just like, you know, can you have a bad day when you're looking at crystals and talking about crystals? I mean, we hope it just brought a little bit of fun and joy to your life today too. Just looking at fun things. And I mean, if you're like us, we're like shiny, pretty. We just like looking at it.
And I told Kayla, I know she thinks I'm a little kooky sometimes, and that's okay. We love each other with all our kookiness. So I'm really like into ASMR, and some of you might be too. And I'm both sound and sight sort of trigger. I love wearing these stacks because just as I'm moving around, I hear the sound. And for me, I mean, even in addition to they're beautiful and the energetic properties, the sound for me is very soothing. So I'm just like, I'm wearing the bracelets all the time because I just love it. And again, I'm loving this little tassel and like all the cleansing that it's doing. It's really beautiful. And yeah, we just love talking about crystals and gemstones and what they can do for you. And because that's why we started this, because we both, coming from our own backgrounds and working with crystals, and Kayla, the metaphysical wisdom teacher, spiritual side, and me coming in more from that science side with a love for the spiritual, but not coming from the same place as Kayla, and then sort of bridging those two worlds to see what can we do, how can we tap into this and make the most of it. And we've found that like we've just fallen in love with these different stones. We've actually, even as a geologist, I have found new stones and crystals and gemstones through all of this, and it's just been an amazing experience. So we want to share that with everyone else. Like, we want to share this knowledge with people in this experience because it's exciting and it's cool, and it feels good to be around these crystals.
Absolutely. Linda, thank you so much. She says these are irresistible.
Oh,
I so appreciate what all of you put into these.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, Linda. She says, I get a lot of energy surges with Graceful Emergence.
Oh my goodness. So Graceful Emergence was a custom stack journey that we did, and I would say one of our favorites and it really is. It's something like we can't replicate it, and we wouldn't because it's a custom design. It was very specific for this person, and it really is energetically. I think it's just beautiful, and it makes me so happy to hear that you feel that, and because that's important to us too, right? Like we want to know that you're having those experiences with your journey.
And Linda's, for example, there with that bracelet for her we made, she has a particular type of lava bead we've never been able to find again. It's a really rare color and style, and just extremely hard to find. Yeah. So there were a lot of things we used in that custom bracelet there for her that we don't know if we'll ever be able to find again. Yep. I hope we do. I would love, it was a custom design for her, but I would love to recreate it in the future for other people, Yep. And that's it. So if there aren't any other questions or any other comments or thoughts, I think we're going to wrap up the live here in a minute.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today and talking about crystals and asking questions. And if there was anything that you wanted to learn more about, whether it's a bracelet or just a crystal in general, reach out to us through our website, lavishgoods.com. You can send us a message through TikTok. We're on Instagram. Lavish Goods The Journey is our Instagram handle. You can actually find us through our TikTok profile. You'll see there's a link there to Instagram and YouTube, so you can find us there as well.
There we go. Oh, Linda loves it. She loves her bracelet. Thank you so much. Well, we're sending all of you a lot of love, enjoy, and we hope you have a happy intro here rolling into the weekend. And if you're free Sunday at 2 o'clock,
2 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, come join us for a live where we're going to announce our new collection.
You'll see some new beautiful things.